guys, and welcome back to another video. Do you guys remember the story that I put like a little story about Sodfa, like by accident? That story did not finish yet. So this is going to be part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, you have to watch it first so that you know what's happening between Adam and Aya. You know what I'm talking about. Basically, the story is about Adam and Aya. Adam and Aya haven't seen each other for a very long time, and then they met by accident in a garden, Jorda. And there's a lot of vocabularies on that story, and it was a natural conversation between two people who just met each other after a long time. So make sure to watch the first part to know the base of the story, what happened. They went to the coffee, and then she said okay, I have to go. And then he proposed to her when they were in the coffee, and it was a little bit strange because so we stopped in the place where she was about to call her friend, and now we're going to see the discussion between her and her friend, and we're going to see the natural way of talking in Darija. And of course I'm going to explain everything but as I see, this is going to be a lot of information, a lot of vocabulary. I'm going to share first the document. آية دورات لصاحبتها. آية، أنا سارة، لاباس عليك؟ قلعي مع من تلاقيت اليوم. سارة: أهلا آية، لاباس الحمد لله. مع من؟ يلا قولي لي. We can say يلا many times if you want if you said okay come on tell me. يلا قولي لي. So كنت كنتمشى في الجردة شوية ولقيت آدم واقف قدامي. آدم ما تقوليهاش، وصدفة هادي. إيوا شنو درتي وشنو قال ليك؟ غير سكتي وصافي. بديت كنتفتف في الهضرة وبدا كيسولني فين غبرتي وشحال من حاجة. إلا قلت ليك شنو قال ليا في الأخر غادي تصدمي. Okay, let's go back. غادي تصدمي. So شوقتيني دابا، خاصك تعاودي ليا كل شيء وبالتفاصيل. وكذبت عليه وقلت ليه كنت تحولت لمدينة أخرى هادي عامين، كنظن تيقني. أو الصراحة ما عرفتش كيفاش قدرتي تخباي منه هاد العامين كاملة، وبدلتي النمرة والفيسبوك غير باش ما تهضريش معاه. ما قلتيش ليه الحقيقة؟ معلوم لا، هو اصلا بحال ما عارفش راسو شنو دار، كيتعامل عادي، وفي الاخر قال لك باغي يتزوج بيا. منيتو؟ لا مستحيل. صدمتيني، ما بقيت فاهمه والو. ياك كان ديما كيقول ليك انت بحال اختي الصغيره، وكان كيهضر مع اي بنت الا انت، وديما كيقول لك نهار عرسي غادي نعرض عليك، والنهار اللي قلتي ليه كتبغيه بدا كيضحك عليك. حتى انا راني تصدمت وما عرفت ما نقول وما بقيت فاهمه والو. المشكل قال لي هضري مع والديك وجاوبيني باش نجي لداركم. اوكي، كنت في بلاصتك كنت ضحكت عليه ونقول ليه انت بحال خويا. كنت بغيت نقول ليه بحال هكاك، ولكن حشمت وتلفت وما قدرتش. عرفتي، راه كان كيهضر من نيتو ماشي كيضحك. راه تغير بزاف ولا معقول. شنو ندير دابا؟ عرفتي شنو؟ سيري للدار وانا غادي نجي لعندك ونكملوا الهضره، ومين تاخدي القرار ديالك نقدروا نهضروا مع ماماك. ما كرهتش كون قلت لي كاع هادوك الفعايل اللي دار ليا شحال هادي. المهم اللي فات مات، حتى نتلاقاو في الدار ونكملوا الهضره. بسلامه دابا. Okay, so we have here آية دورات لصاحبتها. So Aya is a name of a girl. Dourat is she called. So Dourat is just like one of the verbs, like to, to mean like called. Like there's like two other verbs, either like taslat or sonat. So I'm going to put them in comment section, but basically in my area we see Dourat. Okay. This L by itself, it means two. Here, like sahib, sahibt, ha is her friend. Basically, the ha in the end is her. So her friend in English, you put her first. For us, we put it like in the end. Okay, I'm not going to like explain everything in detail because it's going to take forever. So this like video is not like for absolute beginners, but it's still going to help you with listening, knowing how to read kind of things, and also to speak. Because if you're going to listen to this, try to understand it and just imitate the way of speaking, it's going to help you a lot. سارة لاباس عليك؟ قلعي مع من تلاقيت اليوم. سارة لاباس عليك؟ قلعي مع من تلاقيت اليوم. قلعي number 9 is قد قلعي. So قلعي is guess. مع من with whom. تلاقيت is I met in past tense. اليوم is today. قلعي مع من تلاقيت اليوم. Okay, so أهلا is one of like the hellos. It's like, oh أهلا آية لاباس الحمد لله. مع من is with whom. أهلا آية لاباس الحمد لله. مع من يلا قولي لي. يلا we use it to speed up like the process, which means like let's, like, okay, tell me, like, because it depending on like what kind of sentence. If it was about like, okay, let's go, I would say like يلا نمشيو, like let's go. يلا سربي, like come on, move, just like do something faster. So is يلا قولي, tell, to me, say to me. So basically this is the verb and Leah is to me. Then I said كنت مشى في الجردة. I was walking in the garden. Then I have to put comma over here just to know, I was walking in the garden. شوية, it gives over here شوية is like after a while. شوية ولقيت آدم واقف قدامي. شوية after a little bit kind of شوية and لقيت is I found. آدم واقف is standing. قدامي is in front of me. Okay, so لقيت آدم واقف قدامي. Okay, let's repeat this sentence. كنت مشى في الجردة شوية ولقيت آدم واقف قدامي. سارة آدم. So when you say something like that about a name with kind of like explanation, is like the Adam that we know, for us we say it twice to emphasize things. So Adam ما تقوليهاش. By now you know that in the beginning of like verb or like an adjective, it's and shit in the end, it's mean negative. So ما تقوليهاش is mean don't say it, which mean like it's no way. When you say to someone ما تقوليهاش, it's mean don't say it, which mean I don't believe you. But of course in a playful way. It's not mean like, I don't believe you. It just mean like, oh my god. Is that like for sure? ما تقوليهاش. وصدفة هذه. Over here is just like a sound we do when we are surprised. It's like wow, that was a surprise. We just like wow, وصدفة هذه. صدفة is an accident, chance, هذه is this like صدفة هذه is like wara accident is this. Okay. Iwa we use it like we want to talk about like go for like the second question or the second thing that we want to talk about. So شنو درتي is what did you do. شنو is like what. درتي is you did. We don't have like what do you call them, auxiliary verbs. We don't have them, so we just have like what and the verb. Okay, so وشنو and what قال لك. What did he told you? شنو قال is told ليك is like to you. Okay. So مادام ما تقوليهاش وصدفة هذه ايوا شنو درتي وشنو قال لك. Okay, remember that like the first like we just going to explain, and in the second time I'm just going to read it. This way you can practice the reading with me, because reading will help you like with speaking. Just if you're going to speak out loud what you are like when you are reading, practice out loud. Okay. So غير سكتي وصافي. غير is mean only. سكتي is like kind of like shut up, which mean like just don't ask. وصافي and that's it or that's all. So when someone tell you غير سكتي وصافي or غير, if you are a guy we're going to say سكت. Okay. غير سكتي وصافي is mean like oh my god just don't ask. You know, just be quiet, don't ask. بديت كان تفتف. بديت is I started. كان تفتف is actually it's like fun. It's like tiftif is like when you start like you know sampling in like talking. It's like you know you just like can't like talk straight. So we make it as a verb and we see tiftif. الهضرة is talking is a noun. وبدا and that he started. Okay, so بديت I started. بدا he started. بدا كيسولني he started to ask me فين غبرتي. فين is where, غبرتي is you disappeared. Okay. فين غبرتي. فين غبرتي. وشحال من حاجة. وشحال من حاجة. When we say شحال من حاجة it means and other many things, which mean like and other stuff. Okay. So دا كيسولني فين غبرتي وشحال من حاجة. So إلا قلت لك شنو قال لي في الآخر غادي تصدمي. إلا is F. إلا قلت ليك if I told you, if I said to you شنو قال لي what he told me في الآخر is in the end غادي تصدمي. اسمها like if I told you what he said to me in the end you're going to be shocked. Okay. غادي تصدمي is you're going to be shocked. Okay. غادي تصدمي you're going to be shocked. في الآخر is in the end قال لي he told me. شنو قال لي what he told me. إلا قلت لك if I told you. Okay. That's the whole thing. If I told you. شوقتيني دابا. شوقتيني. When someone's like شوقتيني دابا it means you excited me now, not in a bad way. Okay. شوقتيني is you excited me now. دابا is now. شوقتيني دابا. خاصك. خاصك is like you have. خاصك تعاودي ليا. You have to repeat to me, which means you have to tell me the whole thing. كل شيء. كل شيء is everything. خاصك تعاودي ليا كل شيء وبالتفاصيل. و is and, ب is with, تفاصيل as details. So you have to tell me everything and with details. Okay? So yes, like one more time. شوقتيني دابا. شوقتيني دابا. خاصك تعاودي ليا تعاودي ليا كل شيء وبالتفاصيل. Okay. So then again, we have Aya like going next to say like what she's going to say. She said كذبت عليه. كذبت عليه is I lied to him. So كذب is the verb. When we add the T, it means I lied. So كذبت عليه, I lied to him. وقلت ليه. Again, قلت is I told. ليه is like to him. I told him. So كذبت ليه وقلت ليه كنت تحولت. كنت تحولت is mean I had moved. Sorry. كنت تحولت I had moved. لمدينة ل is like to but we connect it sometimes. وتحولت لمدينة أخرى. تحولت I had moved to another. أخرى is another. City is مدينة. هذه عامين it's been 2 years. كنظن تيقني. كنظن is I believe. I think or I believe. Okay. كنظن تيقني. تيقني he believed me. تيقني he believed me. اوكي سو كذبت عليه وقلت ليه كنت حولت لمدينه اخرى هذه عامين. كان دون تيقني اواه اواه اواه. It's like when you are surprised اواه, just like oh my god, you know. So صراحة honestly is صراحة mean honestly. ما عرفتش كيفاش, ما عرفتش is I don't know, I didn't know. كيفاش is how. قدرتي you were able to. قدرتي is like you were able to or like you could. تخباي is like to hide. منه is from him. So صراحة honestly ما عرفتش كيفاش. I didn't know how. قدرتي is like you were able. تخباي منه is like to hide from him. هاد العامين, هاد العامين is this 2 years. عامين is 2 years. We have a word for 2 years is العامين. هاد العامين كاملة like this whole 2 years. كاملة is like whole complete. Okay. So وبدلتي النمرة and you changed the number. بدلتي is you changed. You can change your clothes, change your number, change anything. So it's like a good verb to know. بدلتي النمرة. النمرة is number, of course that's clear. والفيسبوك, I forgot the definite article is L. والفيسبوك and the Facebook only is غير باش in order. So only in order to not talk with him. غير باش ما تهدريش معاه. غير باش ما تهدريش معاه. Okay, تهدري is to talk, you talk. So معاه is with him. Okay. ما قلتيش ليه. ما قلتي is like you told. ما قلتيش like you didn't told. You didn't say. ما قلتيش ليه الحقيقة. You didn't tell him. الحقيقة is the truth. Okay. ما قلتيش ليه الحقيقة. You didn't tell him the truth. The truth. Okay. So I said معلوم لا. معلوم is absolutely. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. معلوم لا. معلوم لا. Of course we emphasize the la because like no, absolutely not. It's like of course not. Okay. معلوم لا. هو أصلاً. So أصلاً is already. We either say أصلاً, we either say like déjà. Like déjà vu. It's from French. Of course you put déjà, it's like just like with the A, or like you put this one. So either way is correct. أصلاً is same as déjà, it's mean already. هو أصلاً بحالة. بحالة we use it to mean like he look, he like, you know. So okay, let me put it with the verb so that you understand. So هو أصلاً بحالة ما عرفش راسو شنو دار. So he already seems like. So instead of saying seems like, we say just بحالة. Okay. بحالة ما عرفش. بحالة ما عرفش. He didn't know. Raso is like himself. We said that to just like emphasize. This is like literally in his head, but we also use it to mean like himself. Okay. شنو دار is what did he do. Okay. هو أصلاً ديجا بحالة ما عرفش شنو دار. Okay. So كي تعامل he's like acting, you know, like reacting and acting. كي تعامل عادي. We also say عادي or normal. Normal is, you know, normal, like normally, like nothing happening. كي تعامل عادي. كي تعامل عادي or كي تعامل normal. You know, it's like he acting normal. وفي الآخر and in the end قال لي, okay, I put it between parentheses. That's like, you know, it doesn't have any specific meaning. It's like, and in the end he said قال لي, he told us to mean like sarcastically. He is saying. So it's this is we say it normally when we are talking. في الآخر قال لك باغي يتزوج بيا. So excuse me. Let me take a sip of coffee. Okay. في الآخر قال لك باغي يتزوج بيا. And in the end he said he want to marry me. So she's, you know, upset, like like just like he's like acting normally, like nothing happened. We don't know yet what's happened, but of course we're going to know in the end of the story. Not even in the end of the story, like after this the third part, maybe in the next video. Minito. So when we see Minito, we say like, is he serious? Minito. 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 So if it's a girl, we say like Minita. Minita. Sarah. La. Okay, make sure to take a long la, like just like no way. La. La. مستحيل. مستحيل is impossible. لا مستحيل. صدمتيني. صدمتيني. صدمتيني mean you shocked me. ما بقيت فاهمة والو. ما بقيت is I no longer فاهمة understanding anything. So I don't understand anything anymore. So ما بقيت فاهمة والو. ياك كان كي ديما كيقول لك ياك. So we use ياك, isn't it like right? That كان ديما, he was always كيقول لك, he's telling you, he was always telling you انت بحال اختي الصغيرة. You are like look like, you are look like اختي الصغيرة, my youngest sister. So now he's like asking her for marriage, and before he was saying her like you look like my younger sister. So we don't know why. Okay, so وكان كيهدر, and he used to talk كان كيهدر مع is with أي بنت إلا أنت. He was talking with any, أي is any بنت, كان كيهدر مع أي بنت إلا أنت except you. So كان كيهدر مع أي بنت إلا أنت, وديما كيقول ليك, and always he's telling you كيقول ليك to you, نهار عرسي غادي نعرض عليك. Like نهار عرسي, the day of my wedding, عرسي is my wedding, غادي is well, نعرض is I will invite you. So okay, غادي نعرض عليك. والنهار اللي قلتي ليه باللي كتبغيه, and the day that you told him that you love him, so كتبغيه is like you love him, بدا he started laughing at you, كيضحك عليك. بدا كيضحك عليك, he started to laugh at you. Okay, so then I said حتى أنا حتى أنا راني تصدمت. Also me, راني, we use it like me myself, تصدمت, I got shocked. وما عرفت ما نقول, and I didn't know what to say. وما بقيت فاهمة والو, and I no longer understanding anything. Okay, so والمشكل and the problem, والمشكل قال لي هدري, قال لي, he told me. So by now, like you said, like how many times you use like قال لي and قلت لي. So قال لي, he told me, هدري مع والديك. هدري is talk, مع is with, والديك is your parents, the end is your parents, وجاوبيني. جاوبي is like answer, ني is me, جاوبيني. باش in order to, نجي, I will come, like come. Dar come is like to your house. It's mean like he's coming like to her house to propose or something like that. So Sarah, كنت في بلاستيك, كن is like if. Again, there is like two F that we have in this dialogue, two different, but here we are not explaining the grammar. We want you like to understand the way people like talk, and also to see like the natural way of talking, and to practice like speaking and listening. Okay, so كنت في بلاستيك, if I was in your place, plastic is your place, fit is in your place, كنت is like I was in your place. So if I was you, كنت ضحكت عليه, كنت ضحكت عليه. Over here it's like kun. This is like we use it when we want to like if I would, if like something happened this way, I would do it this way. So kun is like I would, كنت ضحكت عليه, I would have like laughed at him. Okay, ونقول لي, and then like I'll tell him انت بحال خويا, you are like my brother. Okay, so that's what Sarah said. So then she said like كنت بغيت is I wanted, so this is mean I wanted. نقول لي is like tell him بحال هكا, seem like that, هكا is like like that. ولكن but حشمت, I got shy, وتلفت, I got lost, وما قدرتش, and I was not able to. So عرفتي, like you know what, عرفتي is like you know, راه كان كيهدر من نيته. So راه is like he himself, كان he was كيهدر talking من نيته is like seriously, ماشي كيضحك, not laughing. So he was like talking seriously, he was not like playing or anything. So راه تغير بزاف, he changed a lot, ولا serious or معقول, and he become you know serious. شنو ندير دابا? What should I do now? شنو ندير دابا? Okay, so Sarah said عرفتي شنو is you know what, so عرفتي شنو, سيري للدار, go home, وأنا غادي نجي عندك, and I will come to you. عندك is mean like to your place, ونكملوا الهضرة, and we will finish talking, ومين تاخدي القرار, and when you will take القرار is the decision ديالك of yours, نقدروا نهضروا مع ماماك, we can or we will be able to talk, نهضروا مع ماماك with your mom. So ما كرهتش كون قلت ليه كاع هادوك الفعايل اللي دار ليا شحال هادي. Okay, so ما كرهتش is like I wish, I would not hate it if so she's like hoping كون if she told him كاع is all هادوك like those الفعايل, you know, الفعايل is like you know like attitude, like behavior, or the bad things that he did, اللي like that he did to me is ليا شحال هادي as mean long ago. So yes, Sarah said المهم anyways اللي فات مات is mean what was in the past is in the past, which mean like what already happened in the previous, met is died. So this like an expression mean you know what happened is happened. So حتى نتلاقاو في الدار till we met in the home, in the house, which mean in her house, ونكملوا الهضرة, and we will finish talking بسلامة دابا. It's like goodbye for now, and yes, goodbye for now. Okay, so time now to read like the whole thing. I'm so excited about that. Okay, so yes, like so when I'm excited, I'm just like okay, I'm ready for the fight. Okay, so here we have آية دورت لصاحبتها. آية, أنا سارة, لاباس عليك؟ قلعي مع من تلاقيت اليوم. سارة, أهلا آية, لاباس الحمد لله, مع من؟ يلا قولي لي. We can say يلا many times if you want, like you know, if you say okay, you know, come on, like tell me. يلا قولي لي. So كنت كنتمشى في الجردة شوية ولقيت آدم واقف قدامي. آدم ما تقوليهاش, وصدفة هادي. ايوا شنو درتي وشنو قال ليك؟ غير سكتي وصافي. بديت كنتفتف في الهضره وبدا كيسولني فين غبرتي وشحال من حاجه. الا قلت لك شنو قال لي في الاخر غادي تصدمي. Okay, let's go back. Okay, غادي تصدمي. So شوقتيني دابا, خاصك تعاودي لي كل شيء وبالتفاصيل. وكذبت عليه وقلت ليه كنت تحولت لمدينة أخرى هذه عامين, كنظن تيقني. أو الصراحة ما عرفتش كيفاش قدرتي تخباي منه هاد العامين كاملة, وبدلتي النمرة والفيسبوك غير باش ما تهضريش معاه. ما قلتيش ليه الحقيقة؟ معلوم لا, هو أصلا بحال ما عارفش راسو شنو دار, كيتعامل عادي, وفي الاخر قال لك باغي يتزوج بيا من نيتو. لا مستحيل, صدمتيني, ما بقيت فاهمه والو. ياك كان ديما كيقول ليك انت بحال اختي الصغيره وكان كيهضر مع اي بنت الا انت، وديما كيقول لك نهار عرسي غادي نعرض عليك، والنهار اللي قلتي ليه كتبغيه بدا كيضحك عليك. حتى انا راني تصدمت وما عرفت ما نقول وما بقيت فاهمه والو. المشكل قال لي هضري مع والديك وجاوبيني باش نجي لداركم، وجاوبيني باش نجي لداركم. اوكي، كنت في بلاصتك كنت ضحكت عليه ونقول ليه انت بحال خويا. كنت بغيت نقول ليه بحال هكاك ولكن حشمت وتلفت وما قدرتش. عرفتي، راه كان كيهضر من نيتو ماشي كيضحك. راه تغير بزاف ولا معقول. شنو ندير دابا؟ عرفتي شنو؟ سيري للدار وانا غادي نجي عندك، غادي نجي لعندك ونكملوا الهضره، ومين تاخدي القرار ديالك نقدروا نهضروا مع ماماك. ما كرهتش كون قلت لي كاع هادوك الفعايل اللي دار ليا شحال هادي. المهم اللي فات مات، حتى نتلاقاو في الدار ونكملوا الهضره. بسلامه دابا. Okay, I hope you guys like enjoyed like the video. I know it's like too much information, I already showed that, but if you go in to just like practice and practice and practice and practice, it's going to sound like really easy. Just as in the beginning when I just like read it and you had like no idea what like you were talking about, and you just heard me like saying the dialogue. So now I'm like reading it and you're probably like going back to your notes and saying, okay, what was that? Oh yes, that's mean like نتلاقاو في الدار, we will meet in the house. So اللي فات مات, it's like what happened, like المهم is anyways. So now it makes sense. So if you are repeating things, it becomes sounds like so normal and so like natural. So of course in the beginning it sounds like some like crazy language, of course, because it's like a new language for you, but like when you just like listen and listen and listen, it does make sense. Okay, so by the way, so this like story is going to have like many parts, so we're going to finish it, and in the end it's going to be like a whole like either a audiobook or it's going to be like kind of like a podcast, like saying the story as it's like really happening. This way you're going to hear like the whole story after like understanding every part of it, and then it's just going to sound okay. I know like what like Sarah's saying, I know what Aya's saying, I know like what Adam he said or his parents said. So this way it's become like really natural. But now like take it part by part, and maybe take a notebook, like just like a small one, just like for like the story. This way when we're going to finish the story, and then you're going to listen just like everything to Darija without any English, you will say, okay, I already know the story and I already understand like what's happened. Now I'm just going to listen to that. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you learned like many things, because I'm sure like there's like a lot of new things over here for you. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you liked it. If not, just like put like dislike, or just say something nice or don't say anything at all. So but no worries. Whatever you want like to comment, or like anything you want like to just like if you want like really like just to say anything or recommendation, you can like really open to anything. And yeah, if you are interested in one-on-one online lesson, like you can contact me through my Gmail, and you find it like in the description box or like on my comment section. So I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum. What's Don't forget, have always smile, be happy, be positive. Slama.